Hi guys, today I'm very excited to introduce my YouTube channel Learn Code with Nav. This channel will provide you all the material and the information which are required to become a software engineer. Today we are starting a brand new series to crack interview, and the agenda for today's session is what is immutability. This is one of the most important question which is asked in an interview. So today we will see what is immutability, then we will check what is the difference between a string and a string buffer with respect to immutability. Then in the final we will check how we can create our own immutable class. So what is immutability? Maybe you can take a pause here and think about it. After resuming your video, I will give it answer. So immutability, we can say once we create an object, we cannot perform any changes in that object. If we are trying to perform any change and there is a change in contained, then with those changes a new object will be created. If there is no change in the contained, then existing object will be reused. This behavior is nothing but immutability. Now maybe this is a theoretical definition, you maybe didn't get it, so I will go through the code one by one. Now we just created one string object at line number 5, string s is equal to new string of Java. Now I just want to print that variable. Let's see what we will get. Java. Now what I want to do is I want to perform concat operation, and that will be developer. See, we got only Java. Why is it so? So this is the immutability. This is nothing but immutability. Now as I said, once we create a string object, we cannot perform any changes in the existing object. If we are trying to perform any changes, then with those changes a new object will be created. Now let me print s1. Let's see what we will get. Java developer. Now same example, let's go through a string buffer. Let's see what we will do. A string buffer sb is equal to new string buffer. sp dot append. Now let me print sys out sp. Let's see what we will get. Java developer. So did you observe? Once we create an object of a string class, then if we are trying to perform any changes in the existing object, with those changes a new object will be created. So this is nothing but immutability. So we can say a string is immutable. While a string buffer is mutable. So we covered what is immutability. We see the difference between string and string buffer with respect to immutability. Last we will see, can we create our own immutable class? Yes, we can create our own immutable class. Okay, then the very next question interviewer will ask, how? Can you give me the code? Okay, then say yes, we can. Go here, just simply create one class. Name should be test. There are two rules that needs to be followed. One is class should be final. Then we will define one variable here, private int I. We will define one parameterized constructor that will accept one variable and put that one this dot I is equal to I. Now let's define one method of it, one method inside it, that will be public test modify. It will accept one parameter into it, that is nothing but int I. Now we will put condition here, if this dot I is equal to double equal to I, then return this, else return new test. Now let's define one main method into it. We will initialize test t is equal to new test of 100. Now we are calling t dot modify method and passing the 10. It will give me t2 and let's call t1 dot modify method and it will accept 100. t3. Now let's see sys out t1 double equal to t2. t1 double equal to t3. Let's go through the code one by one. What we have done, we are create our own immutable class. How we can achieve this? We need to define class as a final, and that class must contain one method that will return the class object, and it will check if the content is same, then return the, then reuse the same object. If content is different, then create a new object. So what I have done is I have created one object at line number 19, test is equal to t1 is equal to new test of 100. So basically this will looks like we have created one object, hundred, and t1 is pointing to this one. t1. Now again we created one object t1 dot modify of 10. So this method will be called and it will check that content is same or not. Content was 100 and it is checking for 10. Yes, content is different. Then it will create a new object. Something like this. And it will be pointing to T2. Now again I'm calling T1 dot modify. Okay, it is saying that calling modify method on T1 and checking whether the content is same or not. Previous content was 100, now again the content is 100. So yes, content is same, then don't create new object, reuse the same one. So T3 will be here. As per our line number 23 and 24, it is saying T1 double equal T2. Double equal operator meant for content, meant for reference comparison. So it is checking a reference comparison. So T1 and T2 pointing to same or different. T1 is pointing to 100, T2 is pointing to 10. Then we will get here false. Again it will check T1 and T3 are pointing to the same one. If yes, then it will give me a true. So this should be the expected output. Saying save first, yes, false and true. So we have covered all these three topics. Now let's do it summary. First we have seen that what is immutability. So we told you that immutability is nothing but once we create an object, we cannot perform any changes in the object. If we are trying to perform any change and there is a change in content, then with those changes a new object will be created. If there is no change in the content, then existing object will be reused. This behavior is nothing but immutability. Then we seen that why string and string buffer is differentiate with respect to immutability. We have seen that if we created object of a string, then we are performing concat operation. If we are not storing this variable, this value, this object in some other reference, then it will be give me only this value Java. While string buffer is immutable, whether you are holding that value or not, it will be creating, it will be replacing the content of the same. I hope you like this video. If you like this one, please do like and subscribe the channel so that you will get all the notification whenever I'm uploading any video. Thanks for watching.